Hey guys, Raiden here, and we're back with some more of The Witcher 2. Last time I said I was going to go figure out the whole storage thing. I finally found the storage thing. As for the whole mutagen dilemma, I'm still fairly unsure. I couldn't really find anything on it. Well, I didn't really find anything on it because I didn't really look. We'll figure it out eventually. So, first thing that happened is, when I went out here to go to the storage, I actually got stopped by Deathmold on my way out. Although he didn't say anything, he just told me to come talk to him, so that's what we're gonna go do. I like the, wet effect on Geralt's clothing. I can't wait to see what that's like in Witcher 3. But Deathmold wanted to talk to us, so why don't we do that?
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
What are you up to?
I'm not looking for new friends, Deathmold. Let's get to work.
I see. As you seem to be the hero, how might I help you, White Wolf?
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs, is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter
Interesting.
particularly
I
bloody.
really like that.
They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Okay.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banhard.
Glevis's Curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's Curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevisig's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I've all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the Great Encyclopedia of Curses, Spells and Prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tesside of Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Alright, I'll read them.
Tome. We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it.
Alright. I don't know what Deathmold's up to, but whatever.
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Alright, let's get to
You're
work.
gonna help me, Death Mold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
Someone foretold it.
The only diviner I've ever trusted told me.
Interesting. That being?
A drunkard and a fool in love. He's dead, but keep your nose out of my past.
Okay, then. Well, time to get to work. We have quite a few quests that we can involve ourselves in. I wanted to personally do that arena quest that we got earlier that was on the board.
On their eggs until this mist lifts.
I'm going to save just in case we fail it because I do want to win.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Let it be known far and wide that the woman known as Saskia is not of the...
Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organizing knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills.
Yeah, I am.
I'm interested in the Rotfiend contract. Know anything about it?
The scum has so far destroyed 2 convoys of army provisions. Before we arrived, they'd only attacked the local cattle. Since the mist appeared, they've grown bolder and started hunting our patrols. The lads from the company have collected a kitty. Sort it all out and the coin is yours.
Alright. Fair enough.
Tournament. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have...
We've...
Well, who do I talk to? It should say it in the journal. Or something. Maybe if I just walk up to the door. Guys, chill. I just want to enter the tournament. Or not. Okay, looks like we're actually going to have to look at the journal. Assassin's Kings. I will read some of these once we get the chance. Where is this... Eternal Battle? Bring it on, Kedwini Camp. Geralt was looking for... Okay, that's the armless wrestling thing. That's not what I'm looking for. That's lifting the curse. No. That's not it either. None of these are it. At all. You know what? I bet the notes in our journal or our inventory. What am I talking about? So if I go to books... Or maybe not. Well, I have to be able to talk to someone here about it. Must be someone around here. Not this drunk guy yelling for someone's name. This is just not happening this time of day? Wait, what time is it anyway? I know it's raining, but... It's noon. We should be fine. Is he the one that's organizing
tournaments.
I'm in.
I guess not. Okay then. Looks like we're not doing the tournament just quite yet. If we want to, we could just go out and explore for the Rotfiend contract. But there's tons of things we could do. Find the Dunbanner's standard, Vanguard's swords, and a piece of Seltskirk's armor. Lastly, acquire Henselt's medallion. Search the site of Sabrina Glesvig's execution. Why don't we do that? Why not?
Still looking for coins.
There's a lot of things we have yet to do. Chill out. What's this about?
Piss off out of here.
You're talking to an elder, so show a little respect, you pricklicker.
Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
What is going on here? What is this about?
Are you all right?
You best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper, curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna turn up the voice volume because it's really low, or the dialogue volume.
And then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear.
Okay.
Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Alright.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the Spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
Okay. Well, I could get rid of that Spectre if you're
I'll
willing
deal
to
with
pay
the
me.
Spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
I guess I have to.
All right.
We have bigger downpours than Pigsby.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get going now. That was a kind of sad story, but at the same time I don't really feel anything for him. Alright, I have no idea what the layout of this area is like. What's this cave? You know, I don't want to know right now. We'll figure it out another time. We'll figure it all out another time. Right now, I just want to search the site of Sabrina's execution, which I don't know how to get to. I'm assuming we'll just have to go out the front door. Sorry guys if I don't have that much energy today. As I said, I've been recording a lot of things all at once, and The Witcher's been the last on my list. Not that I dislike it or anything, it's just gotten to be that way.
Audrin, where are you?
I thought that was a drowner wearing underwear.
Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see two of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
What?
What are they doing there?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Alright then.
Not another fucking stone.
Well, I have no idea how to get to her site. Let's see. At the time, King Henselt suffered an embarrassing affliction. Namely, he had been cursed by the sorceress Sabrina Glesvig, whom he had executed for making a grave error in her magical practice. Witchers are experts on curses and can generally figure out how to lift them. But even they needed pointers sometimes, or even they need pointers sometimes. Geralt headed to the site of the stake at which Sabrina had been burned. To lift the curse, he needed to learn exactly how the execution had played out. Then he would need to recreate it using the very items that had been used during that event. Well, I don't know if I even have that stuff.
Why are you running about like a headless chicken? Oh, the laundry won't dry.
Where's Dandelion? I haven't talked to him yet.
I see you finally decided to relax. Have I ever told you I think you lead a very unhealthy life?
You've mentioned it.
Evidently not enough for you to take it to heart. Anyway, the whores are quite decent here.
Maybe some other time.
Dandelion, you're standing in the rain with your instrument. It's gonna get wet. The wood's gonna warp. It's not gonna be very good.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have two women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
In The Witcher 3. I can't wait. It's sitting on my shelf right there. I'm gonna bring it up so much. I can't wait, guys. I'm gonna be playing a lot more of this game, to be honest. Like, for those of you who come back, I do have a sort of a schedule now where I'm trying to release at least 2 videos a day. So, get excited for a lot more Witcher if you've been watching this series. I don't think anyone has regularly been watching it, but it'd be nice if I could get some long-term people.
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. But that'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know.
Interesting, because maybe Geralt's... Honestly, I'm more interested in Vess than I am in Triss. It's kind of sad, but I really dislike Triss as a character.
Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily
that
value
soldier's
sorceresses
just
for
flipping
their
out
firm
back there.
busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevissig?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Thanet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
Very true. Anything about Kingslayer?
About Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
I have to clear my name.
I'm tired of having to explain that I'm not the Kingslayer.
Hensel believed you.
But he's still not sure, and I don't want him doing me any favors.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
It depends.
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head.
Alright, see you later, Dandelion. I always like talking to him. By the way, this merchant over here, I immediately felt bad after buying this armor because, look, he has the armor of Banard, and that is so good. It's great. With 2 armor slots and like 40 plus vitality. It's nuts. And he's also selling just straight up meteorite silver swords, which I might buy. Let's see. This one gives adrenaline. This one does bonus signs, although I'm barely using my signs, to be honest. I'm going to buy this yellow one. And he also sells a steel sword that's poisoned or something. Yep, alright. We have a new silver sword. Awesome. Which I'd like to augment real quick, so let's do that. What do we have? I forgot, are the runes permanent? Yeah, they are. Let's see, we have a moon rune. You know what, I'm going to wait on the runes. I'll put the sun rune in the silver sword. Yeah, why not? There we go. Alright, let's take a look at what this looks like. Oh, that's different. It's kind of cheesy, to be honest, but it's different. I like the design of it. What is that supposed to be? Nothing, it's just a oddly shaped. Okay. Just an oddly shaped hilt. Oh wait, is this not where it is? Oh, it's way out there somewhere. Okay. I'm just going to assume it's somewhere off in the distance over here. I have never been over here before.
The elder and the recruiter are coming
oh,
for
hey,
you.
it's Vess.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Vess. What news from the Blue Stripes?
They're keeping their eyes open, as always.
Henselt thinks he'll take Vergil easily.
A regular army will always win against a popular uprising. I know this. Henselt knows it. I don't understand why Saskia doesn't.
Maybe she'd rather die than surrender. Or she has a surprise in store for Henselt.
Possibly. Henselt keeps the precise plans of his campaign a secret.
Why haven't you set up in the Kedweni camp? Information becomes more available the closer you get to the source.
Henselt doesn't trust us, and I don't blame him. If not for this damn fog, we'd have moved even further south.
Okay.
We've lost the assassin's trail.
The trail led us here. If it goes no further, the assassins must be in the vicinity. I see 2 possibilities. Either Henselt hired them, or he's their next target.
We'll find out soon
Both are very possible.
Could Henselt himself be behind the assassinations?
You don't think it's possible? Consider the Pontar Valley. Temeria, Kedwen and Edirn have been disputing it for generations. Only now, Temeria and Edirn are kingless.
True. Henselt might profit from the deaths of Foltest and Demavend, but covert assassinations aren't his style.
I suppose you're right. The Kedweni king seems to love a good war. Just take a look around. Perhaps that's his ruse. When the cheese goes missing from the larder, no one thinks of blaming the cat.
Very true. Alright, see you later, since you don't have anything else to talk about, I guess.
Puts a pig's eye in
There's
his
Roach
axe.
over here, who we haven't talked to either, and a bunch of stuff.
And the mother says,
some rags.
Son,
Oh jeez,
they've
there's a lot
come
of
to
stuff.
take you to war.
I don't need a
And
sword.
he's standing with his back to them, his pants down. He spreads his cheeks and says, I can see that.
Did they take him?
Not a chance.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but that story in the background is a little ridiculous. I don't even know what that was about. I didn't hear the full thing. All I heard is something about some guy pulling his pants down.
Here to spy on us. Who would I be spying for? For Henselt. The Death Mold. I heard they hired you. It just so happens we have common aims. But don't worry. Observing Vernon Roach isn't one of them. In that case, to what do I owe this favor?
Oh wow, he has a lot to talk about.
What news of good old Flotsam? Thanks to us, it still is good old Temerian Flotsam. If I hadn't sniffed out Laredo's treachery, a Kedwenny garrison would be stationed there already. Constable John Natalis has appointed a new commandant to Flotsam. Let's hope he doesn't turn out to be another whore. You miss your old friend, Yorvith? If the gods are kind, he'll yet fall into my hands. That said, I wonder what the scoundrel's up to.
They seem to have like a never-ending rivalry going on. I actually really like it.
You need to be careful. Death Mold can't learn that you're holding a Kedwenny spy. He won't. Don't you worry none. Death Mold has an excellent net of his own spies. That spy we caught at Laredo's, Arnold. He's prancing around in the next world.
Why did you kill him?
Why did you kill him? What else was I to do? On the boat, you said he was living proof of Henselt's conspiracy against Temeria. I didn't plan it. He just didn't survive the interrogation. Maybe you shouldn't have keel-hauled him. If you'd been cooperative, I wouldn't have had to. Did he spill anything interesting? He was tough, but waterboarding can be incredibly effective. Eventually, he coughed up that Henselt was trying to bring the border towns to a boil. Henselt's not stupid. He wouldn't want to wage war on two fronts. That rat Laredo was supposed to stir unrest in Flotsam. Luckily, you rearranged his intestines with your blade.
Yep, luckily.
Any idea what's happening on the other side of the Battle of Spectres? Well, I expect not much has changed. A bunch of dwarves, elves, and peasants are trying to figure out how to save Edirn. Saskia's an exceptional woman. But just a woman, nonetheless. Besides, how would you know? Just a hunch, and there's all the talk. Besides, to assemble an army of elves, dwarves, and humans who fight side by side, you pretty much have to be extraordinary. You'll not persuade me some woman will defeat Henselt in battle. You're forgetting one thing. Kedwen's just fighting for a better life. Edirn's fighting for life itself. Motivation's important, I grant you. But it can't trump knowledge of the art of war. Temeria's my only concern. And I'll be glad to see Henselt's forces tied up here. That's a good thing. Think he wouldn't stop after conquering Edirn? What if he quickly deals with Saskia and turns his army west? It's possible, but I hope it won't come to that.
Alright then. I'll just see you for now.
In the face of possible disaster,
Sounds like Roach has his hands completely full.
Half the serfs knew beforehand and fled into the woods. But
this is brutal. You're punching a guy wearing a steel helmet. And you're just punching through it.
Let the cavalry run them over. Maybe
okay, well, once again, let's say... I don't want to load. I don't want to load. I want to save. I want to save...
That's more like it.
Well, we're going to run into some new higher level enemies, I'm assuming. And I'm not going to be exactly sure how to deal with a lot of them. So I'm just going to hope for the best. There's a lot of ways you can go in here. I'm assuming... Oh, is there a map I can look at that's filled out? Oh yeah, this totally leads over there. Okay. No enemies so far. There's a hut up here. Let's check that out. Oh, this is the house the guy was talking about. Nothing inside. There's some celadine. That's cool. There's something. There's a. Did I just hear a cat? Cast Ard. Okay. Oh, there's something in the cellar of this house. If you guys don't remember earlier, I think what this is about There we go. Oh, there's a cellar. Why don't we go and see for ourselves what's happening? But before we do, something called Little Sisters. Geralt was walking through the camp and... Okay, yeah. The soldier's name was Maverick. He was a veteran of the battle that had taken place 3 years before, yet he was not respected because he had shot himself after encountering a specter on a riverside beach one night. That event destroyed his life. I don't care what happened about that. But anyways, 3 years earlier, a girl had helped to dress the wounds of battle casualties. She was to provide wealth of information. Geralt explored the hut on the cliff and concluded that no one lived in the ruined building for a long time. Oh, yeah. So anyways, that guy that was having a bunch of problems with his specter and his, various inner organs. This is the house he was treated at, I guess. I'll just light all of these. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I should have thought this through. Oh, you have to light them in the right order. There's only 3 of them, so it's just trial and error at this point. Was that it? One, 2, 3. There we go. I actually expected this to open instead of that, but, you know, whatever. Find someone able to decipher the magic notes. Okay, so we probably can't read it anyway, even if we wanted to. We can pick up all this stuff again, isn't that great? I love being able to have, like, carry space again. Spectre? Marissa. Moran. And... Moran, Marissa, and Moria. Maljet? I think the quest just updated. Little Sisters. While searching the hut and its surroundings, the Geralt found the cellar. Inside, the signs were unmistakable. Magic rituals had been performed here. Our hero. Okay. When Geralt lighted the ritual totems in the wrong order, a guardian ghost appeared. When Geralt lighted the ritual totems in the proper order, the released magic opened the entrance to his secret room. The Witcher started to search it. Found some old papers in the cellar on the House of a Cliff. An old rule says that one should not disregard documents found in a haunted house, but these papers did not concern Maverick's case directly. Therefore, the Witcher hid them for later and returned to helping Maverick. There were 3 tombstones in the cemetery. The names inscribed Moria, Marissa, and Moran. Geralt also found the final resting place of the quack himself. It seemed that the suspicious that someone would fish out a suicide's body and bury it properly. Geralt even considered the croaker might not have killed himself at all. The name Moran, without a doubt a male name, was another mystery. Now, there's still a lot to find out about that. But before we go back, let's head out here. I think I'm actually going to make this episode like a really long 1-hour one, maybe. Just because, I don't know. It should be able to happen that way. How do I get up? It says that I should be able to... Oh boy, the map is unclear. There's some tents over there. You can't head over there, though. I'm kind of glad that it just doesn't let me go in the water. I hate systems like Dragon's Dogma where you're not allowed to go in the water, and if you just fall in, you just get attacked by a magical beast that's in every single body of water in the game. Even if it's like a pond, you'll get attacked by it, and it's a little ridiculous. Whoa, there's a lot of rolling to do. I think we have to go this way if we want to actually get to Sabrina's execution site. Okay, before we go over there and fight something scary, or not fight anything at all.
Oi, what you doing here?
Oh, these are the two guards he was talking about earlier.
I heard Zivik can't wait for you to get back.
Plough it all. If we miss muster, he'll have us flogged. Get us out of here, will you?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
Circle?
All right,
fine,
we'll go
whatever,
back
I'll
together,
help you.
but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes. Who cares enough to bring all these things here? Strange aura. Let's take a closer look.
Examine the pedestal.
Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise. Square coins adorned with a
Oh,
fish.
we actually need some of
I guess
those.
the plotters like to come here. Candles.
I already did that.
Let's see.
Okay, now that we've examined that, let's listen.
An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving, but harmless.
What?
People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kedweni Army-issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle. Except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections. And they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly
That's
like
really
this place.
interesting, actually. What about the wheel?
Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case.
Alright, we did everything we
I need to bring
could.
the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
Indeed. Maybe these two know, because they were here.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then. But only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Really? Then give us the nail.
I'm keeping it for now.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping it? Not heard what they say. Relics are like fist tech for simple folk.
Did you light those candles?
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
From what I've seen, it's not safe here.
The beasts are too scared to come near the circle.
Maybe, but you gotta leave the circle to return to camp.
Help us get back!
If you all know this area is infested with monsters, why the hell did you come here?
On a kind of pilgrimage to visit the Circle.
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
What are you guys talking about?
Who is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the Circle.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
Well, maybe we can go meet him later, but how did you even get here?
How did you manage to avoid the drowners on your way here?
The visionary was with us. He led us through, then left.
Alright, let's just go.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
Beats me why they've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Civic was right. We should have sat on our arses.
You'll be whistling a different tune when the mist lifts and we attack Vergil.
The visionary's a right bastard leaving us here.
Well, there's the drowners.
Wonder how many mortals are there.
Oh, this new sword is great. Ow. I did not mean to use that, but it worked out well. Quine is just so great in this game. I'll make sure to level that up, definitely. I know it's kind of like the boring, generic way to do it, but from what I've seen, it's definitely one of the more useful things in the game. Alright, guys, come on, don't worry. Actually, I kind of do want the drowner items. Why does he have club? Some mutagens, too. Well, we've figured out quite a few things, but at the same time, nothing. We know little about this woman's execution.
Drowner lairs, not the best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you, they'd have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher. We can't let Civic catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from the monsters. So what's one little Civic to her?
Why is Zoltan just standing out here in the field? We'll talk to you later. I want to go get my reward.
What's the fucking meaning of this?
I thought he was talking to Geralt. I was like, what? What did I do?
Not another fucking stone.
Where is he? He was just out here. Is he inside now? Oh yeah, he is.
Audrin, where are you?
I'm done with this cursed place.
What do you want, Witcher?
So...
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's Circle.
Oh, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
Alright. Oh, we have a lot of things to ask him about.
Did you participate in the battle?
I did. And I fought. I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Cadwenis, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevissig, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Seltkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Seltkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edern's finest swordsman.
All right.
Wherever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Vandegrift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
That's a shame. How'd the battle start?
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the 3rd day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, Gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Vergil dwarf regiment. All save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the North. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Edirnians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Sounds like an interesting one. Alright, well, I think I'm letting this episode get a little too long, so I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you guys for watching. This episode could be like a whole hour long for all I know. Sorry I haven't had the most energy this last episode. I need to record some Witcher. I really don't want to, like, kill it. Like, I love The Witcher, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I hit 3, and I'm gonna do 3. Yeah, I really do love The Witcher, but I'm just out of energy today, guys. So, excuse my slight tiredness for today. And I will catch you guys next time, hopefully filled to the brim with energy and ready to dive into this story again. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you very much. Riding out.